Good Monday. This is Jay Brew, co-chairman of Seafried and Brew. As we do quarter after quarter, we look at trends in the community banking industry. And this is what Dr. Ed and I talked about on our most recent webcast that we do for our performance risk report subscribers. And one of the things we talked about was the trend in net interest margin, because everybody's expecting compression with, of course, where interest rates remain. So when we look at the trend in net interest margin, the thing that's interesting this quarter is that it remained constant. We were starting to see the net interest margin heading down slightly, but interestingly enough, the current quarter remaining constant to last quarter. And that's important because it's appearing that community banks are very carefully managing that margin. So when you look at yield on earning assets, of course, continue to head downward in here, which is expected. But on the other side is the cost of funds is being managed, getting down to 0.83 in the current quarter. Yet, I continue to argue that community banks should be cutting those short-term type core deposits down more towards a 0.2 in here across the board. Because a 0.8, as we've talked about before, just very high compared to any other investment offerings that people have out there. Another important piece in here is cash type deposits. And you can see that the industry continues to grow cash type deposits up over the 60% mark this particular quarter, which is excellent news in terms of continuing to build relationships during this very low period of interest rates. So we look at those cash type deposits, they're the sticky core type deposits that really are the true value of community banking. Another point is non-current loans in here, still at relatively high levels, but breaking down in here to about 3.02%, and we're continuing to see the trend downward in that, albeit still at a high level, but the trend continues in here, which is good news that the community banking industry is building strength. This is Jay Brew, co-chairman of Seafried and Brew. Have a great week.